Good evening, and welcome to the Problem in Being Awake. My name is Ben, and I want to do something a bit different. I'm going to go through a thought experiment, so I won't look up as much to the webcam as usual. So it's inspired by a poet called Sarah Kay, and the title would be, I suppose, if I were to have had a son, what would I have done? What would I have taught him? What would I have had to do to myself to prepare to be a parent? What changes would I have had to make? And could I have known about those changes earlier? Or did I have to learn on the job? What way would I want him to be educated? Not in the way that most children are educated. I'd like to have him to have a free, independent mind and always ask him his ideas. I'd make sure he was nice to his mother, or he'd know the wrath of his father. I think I would teach him to be loved first, unconditionally, and then strong, with love, but an unconditional love with a hint of strength. And I think as he would have grown, I would have taught him every night. I'd have asked him what he did every single night, and then I would have told him what I knew about that, if it wasn't what he already had been taught. So I wouldn't counteract the teachers. Well, I would nowadays, but I wouldn't in normal times. But I would say that this is something you could learn. I would make sure he had a passion for learning, because that would take him far in life, even without going to universities. There's no barrier to learning. It's literally, the world is open. Whatever you want to learn now, you can know. But you could have also known it from books. I would ensure he read every day and wrote every day, because I wouldn't want him to be someone who relies on the internet. But I would be fair and acknowledge that he would have to have some time on the internet. I would socialise him early, I think, and see how that reacted, and watch the reactions. Pay attention to each single term or trimester or whatever. And then I would spend as much time as I could. And I've learned to spend as much time as I could doing the things he wanted to do, not things I wanted to do with him, although there would be an element of that. But my job would be not to teach him about me, because he's supposed to be my better. So I would teach him about the things that I believe would make him my better. I would teach him about manners, grace, dignity, honesty, respect, self-respect, and individualism. I would never let him go to school without questioning the teachers every day, because you need to learn he can do that and win, and also learn how to lose. I teach him to win without going on about it. You can celebrate once, you can't celebrate too many times. And I'd also teach him to lose, and I'd make him understand that that doesn't make him a losing person. I think I would hopefully teach him the right way to behave around women. I would not restrict his desires to experiment with alcohol or smoking. That would be his journey, but I would tell him about mine. And I would tell him that his mother and his father will always love him. But that doesn't mean the rest of the world will. So you have to work for respect. You have to work for honesty. You have to work for integrity, and you have to work for honour. And then people will see the inside of you. And I would always impress upon him that he has a soul. And however he feels that, be it intuition, be it spiritual, be it a natural soul, which I don't believe in particularly, but be it his character, his individuality. Because I would not want to raise a drone. I would not want to raise somebody who conformed to every single social norm. I'd want to raise somebody who challenged and it took on individual challenges, who put himself in the firing line, not standing in the firing line towards the back. I'd teach him to take responsibility and to look after that which is his, but not try and take that which is someone else's. I would teach him to be honest and moral and fair, but not ever to let someone take advantage of him. And I think if I taught him all that, then my job as a parent would be finished. Because I think that is a good way to prepare a child for the outside world. I hope you've got something out of this. I have. It's been useful for me. So thank you for listening. It's been Ben, and sleep well.